Okay, so you just got your first client for your OnlyFans management agency. You're in a perfect position because you're about to watch me explain to you what you must do to make sure you do not fuck this up. All right, so in this video, I'm gonna explain to you guys what you must do and what you must not do when it comes to onboarding new clients and making sure that you have the highest chance of success with your OnlyFans management agency. There's gonna be a few nuances. So for example, some people might sign on a client where they just do the chatting, like my marketing isn't included, etc. But in this instance, for this example, in this video, we're gonna assume that you sign on a model and you're gonna be doing like a full service for her, right? So you're doing the management, so the chatting, the OF management, you're also doing the marketing, okay? So in that instance, you've signed the contract. Okay, so this is step one, right? So step one is you're sending her across a contract. This is an online contract. You can use a software like PandaDoc, for example, or DocuSign, where the model can simply sign and she agrees for you to obviously use explicit content of her, etc., on the platform OnlyFans, and she's in an agreement with you, etc., right? If you guys don't have a contract, I really highly recommend either joining our coaching program, because we literally give you one for free, it's included in there, or, by the way, the link in the description if you want to find out about that, or you should definitely go to an actual lawyer and work out an actual contract, right? Super, super important. So cool, you've sent across a contract, she signed it, you've signed it, fantastic. You guys are officially working together now, your partner. This is where the actual video should start, you know? First step is to, of course, do the onboarding, right? So the onboarding entails a couple of different things. So first of all, you must obviously have access to her OF account. So she must send you her login details. If she has two-step authentication on, then that's fine. You just must organize it and you must log in at the same time where she sends you the code. Cool, you're logged in. Cool. So at this point, you're into her account. So from here on, you should do a couple of things, assuming this model is already on OF and she has her account already set up. The first thing on the actual account itself you should look at is organizing the subscribers, seeing who's spent more and who's not, organizing them so you don't waste your time. The second thing is looking at the vault and making sure that is organized as well. If you haven't already, or if the vault isn't already organized, then again, this will just make your life a lot easier, okay? Again, in the coaching program, in the Discord community, we explain to you guys how to organize it. But in this video, I just wanted to give you the blueprints. And if you don't have the money to invest, that's fine. You can kind of work out the in-betweens yourself. So cool. At this point, you've organized everything, you've got access, and you're ready to essentially go, yeah? So with the marketing side of things, there's quite a lot in it. So again, depending on which platform she has or hasn't got, there will be some platforms she might need to set up. Of course, you want to have the most common ones, which are TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, right? If she doesn't have a Twitter, then fine, you can set one up, that's fine. On Instagram and TikTok, you must send her ideas that she can replicate on a daily basis. Try and find her ideas for content that are similar to her looking. So if she's a blonde kind of cheerleader type model, then fantastic. Find another model who looks like her and is currently going viral. Find videos of her that have gone viral, send it to your model, and she will simply do similar dances or whatever the TikTok is about, okay? Then get her to post it. So if she's in a first world country, then fantastic, get her to post it. If she's like from the UK or USA, then great, get her to post it on her Instagram and her TikTok, okay? Again, just for the context here, again, for the video, I know I kind of mentioned it, but there are so many different nuances. Like, again, for example, let's just say your model that you've signed on is in South America, for example. Let's just say she's in like Colombia. In that instance, you would not really, my advice would not be for you to get her to post it herself on TikTok, because if she goes viral, she'll get a bunch of Colombian followers. And the currency exchange doesn't really make sense. For them to spend a couple $100s per month on our content is quite rare, right? Because the currency exchange. So in that instance, you'd want to get her a US SIM card and go through that route, or just find somebody in the US that can post for her. The Twitter, again, if she doesn't have one, then you guys can set it up. If not, you can teach her how to set it up and she can start posting, replying to tweets that are going viral. And of course, on Twitter, you can get away with more not safe for work content, so aka showing everything. And the chances of that going viral is a lot higher, and Twitter's full of that, right? So that's another avenue that you guys can use. More about marketing, there are so many other ways. So if your model is already somewhat established, you can go down the GG's route. So this is guaranteed gains, which is basically shout outs from other models until your model gets a certain amount of subscribers and fans. Again, this is kind of more advanced, but just the basics is basically organizing the marketing from that point of view. Then on the chatting side of things, so now going back to the OF side of it as well. Also, just before I say that, by the way, this is all coming from my head. As you can see, I haven't got anything written down, so I'm kind of jumping from one place to another, but I'm trying to give you guys as much advice and value as possible. So before I go back onto OF, there should be one more thing that you should do with the marketing side of things, which is give her a content schedule, like a plan. Because once somebody has a plan, okay, you should create this X amount of content this day, send it here, etc. Try and organize it as well. Get her to send it to one place so you can download it, or if you have a team, your team can download it, fantastic, upload it. Or she can just upload it herself straight to the vault, right? How you guys organize it. And then going back onto the OF side of things as well. Of course, chatting is going to be where most of your money comes in, right? 80% or more should come from the chatting, the messages, and the tips. So because that's the most important part, you must have a system in place. So you must have set scripts that you, or if you've hired somebody to do the chatting, they can follow. Now, within these scripts, they should have pre-made content already there, so photos and videos, maybe even some voice notes. So when the chatting is happening, you can send the content in real time. So again, I'm not gonna go too much into this one video, but in our coaching program, we explain all of that. And I think for this video, I'm just trying to think on the spot here. I think for this video, that should be it. Like once you onboard a new model, those are the steps that you should take. The last thing, which is in my opinion, probably the most important one, is managing expectations. So when I say managing expectations, that includes when can she message you, on what platform, what can she expect in the first week, in the first month, the second month, and the third month. So if you're completely starting out and you're brand new, you don't even know what to expect in the first couple of months, right? So again, this is why being a part of a community is so important. So we have over 1,000 people in our Discord that are in the same shoes as you, or at one point they were in the same shoes as you, and now they're making tens of thousands a month. So if you were in a community like this, you could ask these guys, hey, by the way, I've just signed on a new model. I should manage your expectations, but what could I expect realistically in the first, second, and third month? Out of those 1,000 guys, maybe 20 of them would reply and say, hey, you could probably say this and this, etc., right? So again, my recommendation is check out the link down below, because that is one of the best communities in this space that you can be in. So check out the link below, subscribe, leave a like on this video, and I'll see you on the next one.